It is 1:45 in the afternoon. It's Friday afternoon, March 22nd. I just came back from kindergarten, my last day teaching kindergarten. I've taught there for 2 years now in the Sweet Pea class, which is second and third graders. I have a little bit of a cold that just developed, and my dog taste all over the floor, so I just clean that up. But they gave me a going away present, and I was just looking through it. I looked at it a little bit in class, but I didn't go through it. So now I was going through it, and it's a couple of different things. Here is some origami with absolutely gorgeous Japanese paper. There's a couple of little boxes, some shuriken, a folded up crane, something that looks like an envelope. You can see the different Japanese paper. This one is, no, not that one. This one is the shuriken. This one is the envelope. And then the one in the middle is the crane. That's the back of it. These boxes are empty, so I can feel they're collapsing. I'm going to have to figure out how I'll transport them, because they're going to get crushed like this. The next thing I was looking at is this thing. It's a little book. And on the inside is little drawings, little coloring pages that my students did. And I was going through here, and I kind of want to talk a little bit about each student, because I know the memories will fade, the details will get lost. So I'm going to try and remember as much as I can now. This is Yuzu. She is a really sweet, small child, a little girl, and she doesn't talk much. She's not outgoing. She's very quiet, but very, very sweet. She always has her hair done in like a ponytail or something. Kids always have their hairs done. This is Mahiro's. Mahiro is, her head is a little lopsided, but she always does it in a ponytail. And she's usually always very, very smiley. She doesn't talk much, but she definitely talks to her classmates a lot. Like, not a lot, but she'll talk to them more than she'll talk to me. That's the back of hers. This one is Kaho. And I can't remember if Mahiro was in my class last year, but Kaho, I think, yeah, she definitely was. You can tell with her art that she's a little bit more developed. Usually when we have activities, she will be able to do the activity really well. That was Mito. But she'll be able to do the activity, like she'll be able to follow directions. She knows words fairly well, like she's pretty advanced, and she has a good, like, artistic sense. So Kaho is, she's also not very attention seeking. Like, she doesn't like cling to me or like ask for my attention, but she enjoys it. I would say maybe less than Mahiro does. Like, Mahiro will definitely smile more, like when you pay attention to her, and she'll be like beaming up at you and stuff. And Kaho is just kind of like, oh, you know, you're like, what do you want? Kind of like, she just kind of like, she enjoys it though, like every child does, of course. This is Mikuto, and Mikuto was my student last year, so he is a holdover to this year, the second year that I taught. And he's smart, he's intelligent, he doesn't always follow directions, he knows his words fairly well, and he is just like the cheesiest little kid ever. Like, you ruffle his hair and he just goes like, he just like, he's so funny. He's not a joker though. He's just like a generally sweet, well-behaved little guy, and he does have his energy, and he has his like kind of like goofy, like falling over puppy moments where he's like too big for his paws, you know, kind of like those things. Like, he's a bit clumsy, and a little bit absent-minded, kind of like a little airheaded. But I actually really like Mikuto a lot. He's one of my favorite kids. I mean, of course, the ones that you no longer are going to be among your favorites. Doesn't that look like a maple leaf? It looks like Momiji, like a maple leaf. This one is Haruse. Haruse is definitely a new student this year. And if I had to describe Haruse, he's very similar to Sota. Like, they're both, like, these little, very round, like, cherubic featured boys. And they're just, like, so cute. I don't have too much of an impression of their personalities, though. Like, I get the two of them confused if I'm not looking them, like, directly in the face. But Haruse is, like, both of them are very smart and very sweet and just kind of, like, a little nondescript, I would say. But this is a lovely picture. I think Haruse always likes, I think it is Haruse. Haruse always likes to get, Anpanman. He doesn't, like, when I ask him what color sticker he wants, he doesn't say, like, I want the Anpanman. He doesn't say, like, what color the Anpanman sticker is. He'll just say, Anpanman. You know, I want that sticker. Like, it doesn't matter. So, he's the kind of kid that, like, fills up his sticker book with, like, the exact same sticker, and it's all Anpanman. So, he's, like, he lives Superman, kind of, like, the main character dude. Hisayoshi is not a student I've taught regularly. Like, I would say I've maybe taught him once or twice. So I think he was just in class this day when they were doing the activity. Some of the kids come on specific days. Some of them come almost every day. And I know they didn't do this coloring activity while I was there. So Hisayoshi kind of got caught up in it. I did teach him recently this past week, and not this past week, this past month. And I can't remember much about him. He seemed really intelligent, though. Like, the only other time I meet the kids who are in this age group, we only have, like, 3 or 4 classes, I think. Maybe it's 3 or 4 teachers for this age group. But the only time I meet them is for the recital. And even then, I only, like, do the recital with my kids. So, this is kind of nice. It's okay. Hisayoshi. This is Miku. And Miku is Miku Tanaka. Her sister goes to my normal school. So I have Miku, tiny little Miku. She just joined this year about halfway through the year because she aged up. Her mom is an employee at the kindergarten. So her older sister attended there, and now Miku attends there. And she has curly hair. It is incredible. It is, like, the most incredible head of curly hair ever. And, like, she's Japanese, but it's really funny. She, like, does it up in a little top knot, and then the rest of it, I can't remember how she normally does it. Like, either, like, pigtail buns, but today she had it down, so it was just a little top knot, and the rest of it was down. And it's all curly, and when she first started, she was crying so much. She was just like, I want to see my mom all the time. And whenever she would come to Future, to to my job, to, like, pick up her sister, she would be, like, really shy and, like, not, like, say hi or anything. Like, she didn't want to, like, high-five me or anything like that. But, you know, she hasn't really come to pick up her sister since she's been in my class that much, but it's really funny. She's just really she's not very verbal, like, even in Japanese. She's really young. Like, she just got old enough to join the classes. But very sweet, very energetic, loves running around. She's not the kind of kid to, like, sit, and she loves attention. And yeah, she's just a cute little kid. Her older sister's name is Sarah, and Sarah's a bit more in control, refined, restrained, I would say. Yeah, restrained. But also very sweet and happy. This is Ryo, and Ryo is really funny. One of the things we teach the kids, but I didn't really focus on it the entire time I've been here, is what is your name? You know, and Ryo has that down pat. If I asked him, what is your name? He says, my name is Ryo! And he has like a turnip head. His head is like round. He's a little bit more thicker, like boned. I've seen his mom, I think, and they're a little bit similar. But his hair just kind of like goes up into like this little turnip kind of shape, and he's like very boyish. I want to say but so cute, like so cute, like so like endearing, and he has like this like little pouty features, like round eyes and like a like round mouth and just like round face. Um, and his whole body is just kind of like it's almost like it's like baby like it's like really like chubby and kind of just like a mix between like an old fat man and baby. That's a toddler. Um, but anyway, Rio is he is always engaging in class. Like today, I would ask the kids like, "Oh, this is these are shoes," and then they have a picture where they have to find the object, and I'll be like, "Where are the shoes?" And he sat in the front row, and every time I asked, "Oh, where is this? Where's that?" he would run up and like point to it, and I'm just like, "Oh, yes, that's right. There they are." And then I would be like, "Go sit down," and he would come up every single time. And I'm supposed to like call them up, but he was just so excited that day, and I haven't actually had him in class for a bit, so I think that was one of the things. Streak of red. Next up is K. K-I. So K is a new kid. I'm not sure if he came over from another class. Like I can't remember. I think he did, or if he just joined. But we have another K in my class, and that's the one that normally I teach. This one is kind of a new kid, to me, and I was just comparing them today because both the K's sat next to each other, and I was like, K, 2 Ks, and he was like, no, 3 Ks, and I was like, 3 Ks, am I K? And then he was like 4, and he was just basically counting. But I was like, you guys are K squared, KM and KI. And when the first time, like he's literally only been like 2 or 3 classes of mine, but the first time we do like little coloring pages, and when we have to write the names, I was like, are they gonna know which K drew this? Like, are they gonna know? So I wrote KI on his sheet because KM is to me the original K. And we have another student named Yui, and I think there were 2 of them at one point, but I think they started coming on different days, and one of them is Yui S. Sakai, I think it is, Saki or something, I don't remember. Yui S, and she always wants to sign her papers Yui S. But anyway, that's the story about K. Mitsuki. Mitsuki is a sweet little girl. She's a bit attention hungry, I would say. Her eyes look a little bit sleepy. Like a little bit sleepy and weepy, I would say, as well. She has like straight hair, and normally she wears it. It's kind of like in a bob. She doesn't really like put it up or anything, so she's actually a little bit kind of tomboyish in that respect. And she's very like interested in engaging with me in class. So I would say a bit like a teacher's pet kind of mentality or something like that. Yeah, probably. A bit of a perfectionist. But it's weird that like I can see that sort of personality in like a very small child, but it shines through. Mitsuki. How do I describe her? Yeah. She is maybe yeah, a little bit like some of the kids when I play with them or when we like joke around, they're a little bit mean. They'll like smack me or like poke me or like pull my shirt or they just get a little bit like out of hand, and she's one of those kids. She's just like, give me your attention, like pay attention to me. And when we give out stickers for the month, it's like an entire sheet of stickers, like row by row, or different colors. And then there's one sticker. There's one sticker on the sheet of stickers that's in the corner, and it's the number of the month. So January is 1, February is 2, March is 3, and she always wants that one sticker. So, I used to do like maybe per table I would do one sheet, and then I would just use a sheet until I ran out. But recently I know that they don't use all of the stickers, so I just get as many sheets as I can, and I give out tons of those little month stickers. So you'll see like 5 sheets where it's just like one little sticker in the corner is missing. She's one of those kids who likes that sort of thing. Next up is Ryu. So Ryu, I'm pretty sure he was my student last year. Mitsuki was not, but Ryu definitely was. He is tall. He is like tall compared to the other kids, and he's thin, and he was a bit of a troublemaker towards the beginning of the year, and I believe last year as well. I can't remember last year that well. But he has like a little bowl cut hair, like it's literally like it's shaved down on the back. And he's very mischievous and very physical and very like attention hungry. So at the beginning of the year, when he would like want attention and stuff, he would act out, he would run around. He is the kind of kid that like latches onto you. He'll like grab you, and then he'll just kind of like fall on you and like drag your pants down, or like hang on to your ankles while you walk around the room, or like poke you or smack you in the butt, or something like that to get your attention. He'll call your name. He'll like scream whenever we're doing like turns for like pointing at pictures and stuff. He'll be like, Ryu! Ryu! Call Ryu next! Kind of stuff. And he's really funny. And whenever I'm like calling names to like pass out their sticker books, like, Konami or Nanako, like, where are you guys at? They're supposed to like raise their hand and say yes. He will say yes every single time, even if it's a girl's name. He doesn't care. He just wants me to like look in his direction, and I've definitely given him somebody else's book before, because like some days, especially at the beginning, it was just kind of like, I can't remember it that well. But he started to have basically the undivided attention of one of the teacher assistants, one of the normal kindergarten workers. And she straightened him out. Look at this. He drew a smiley face on the back. He's smart. He's older, so he knows what he's doing. Okay, Karuko. For some reason, it looks like a strawberry. Karuko is interesting because she's very sweet, very easygoing. Sometimes she gets confused, but generally she's pretty well. Her ability is pretty good. When it comes to like activities and stuff. She is like nonverbal, and her head is a bit lopsided, which is like, I mean, it's not a big issue, I don't think. But yeah, she like she knows that she needs to respond, but she doesn't respond at the same level as the other kids. Even the ones who don't talk as much can give me proper responses to the things that we practice every single time I come in class. Like, when I give them something, I say, here you are, and they're supposed to say thank you. And if they don't say thank you, then I say thank you to them, and then they repeat after me, because they might not remember it. And usually they can always say thank you when I say it. They can always copy me, but she cannot. She'll say like something like thank you, or like not even like that, like I like just like gibberish in some cases, like, but you can tell that she's trying to say it. Um, she has never like talked to me like some of the other kids have. Like if there's like any time or something, I might like sit with them and try and have like a little conversation, and they'll tell me things, or they'll be like they'll call my name and be like, listen to what I'm saying, kind of. But she's never done that. So yeah, I would say she's nonverbal. I'm not sure if it extends as much into Japanese. Maybe she said she speaks more in Japanese, but I think she doesn't speak in Japanese as well. So that's Karuko. She's really sweet and easygoing, and I mean they're kindergartners, so there's no like level discrepancy really. Next up is Kay. And Kay is the Kay that I was telling you about. And Kay is one of the most beautiful children I've ever seen. He has like silky smooth, very fine black hair that is just like so soft. It's like I touch all my kids' heads. Some of them have rougher hair, coarser hair. Rio has coarser hair. Mikuto has coarser hair. The girls generally have like softer hair. Miku, who has curly hair, is a little bit coarse, but yeah. And then some of them have very like fine, very soft, silky hair. And Kay is just one of those kids. And not only does he have like soft, silky hair, he has like the most angelic features ever. Like I can't imagine what he looks like when he gets older. Like I don't know. I don't remember what his parents look like if they ever came in. Like, I don't remember, but he is just like a really, really cute, like, not cute kid, like a beautiful kid. And very sweet and very smart and cheeky. Not cheeky so much, but like mischievous cheeky, but like his cheeks are so fat. They're just like so cute, but they're not like overly fat. They're just like, he's just like perfectly proportioned. It's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest thing. Like, it's so weird. These kids are so young, and like I like I've gotten to know them individually, and like I don't know, like I think most people when they look at children, or especially like Asian kids, they kind of just see all the same thing or whatever, but like they're all so different. Kay, I don't remember him starting at the beginning of the second year. He's definitely a second year kid. And he is, yeah, he's just really smart. He knows the answers to almost everything. Like if I hold up a sheet and I'm like, okay, this is our coloring page today, and I'll point to a picture, I'm like, what's this? And it's a reminder of what we did in the lesson. He's the one who answers. Those are sneakers. I'm like, what's this? Those are pants. He knows all his colors. He's very vocal. He's very like on the ball. And he's not mean spirited like some of the kids are. He's not kind of like he's not the kid who will like grab onto me and like hang off of me like Ryu would. And he's not a kid that would like he won't like growl at me and like pretend to be a monster so that I act like I'm afraid or anything like that. Like that's one game that some kids like. And it's not a big deal, but like he doesn't like hit me or smack me if I don't pay attention to him. He's just a really like oh my gosh, if I had a kid like that, it would be like I can't imagine what he's like at home, but like he is so like okay. He's one of my favorites for like a kid that I haven't known that long. That's the back. As far as his work goes, though, like his coloring work, it's not always like it's not nothing to write home about, really. This is Konami. I'm not sure if it's this way or this way. It looks like she drew something, like a pickle or a cactus that has eyes or something. I don't know. Konami is one of my favorites, definitely. She's one of my favorite students. She is the tiniest, smallest little girl ever. Like, I swear, she was like 1 year old when she came to class for the first time. She's so little. Her face is so little. Her body is so little. She's just so tiny, and she's very sweet. And she just looks at you with like adoration. If you like give her attention, she like leans into your hand, and she's just like so loving, so sweet. Just like crazy, absolutely crazy. And she has really soft hair and really like cute little features, and her hair is a little bit like she has like her baby hair like bangs growing in, so it's like a bit everywhere. And she's like not too girly. She's not like too like it has to be girly, it has to be this, it has to be that way. She's not like demanding or anything. She's just like happy to be there and has like no restrictions on her behavior, whether it's like boyish or girlish or anything like that. It's just babyish, I would say, probably. Because it's not one particular way. And who does she like to hang out with? I don't know. Okay, who does Kei like to hang out with? Kei likes to hang out with Riku and Mikoto. Riku and Mikoto hang out the most, and of course Kei was hanging out with the other Kei today. I would say Ryo and Koki are the most alike. They're like the most like rough and tumble kind of boys. Riku, Mikoto, and Kei are like the smartest boys. And then Kaho, I think, is maybe one of the smartest girls. Mitsuki is smart too, but not as studious. Like I think it's not a super part. I don't know. It's a bit different. I would say she's almost like she's similar to Kaho. Yeah. Like I think about them in the same way. And then Mahiro is kind of like a lesser version of that. Like she's less one of the smart kids who always knows the answers, but she's very like yeah, no, she's also very girly. Mahiro is super girly. Anyway, Konami. She's like she's just trying to find her way in the world. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Alright, Yui! Yui is a second year student. This is very interesting. Interesting design. And she reminds me very much of my student who's a holdover from the first year, Minami. Very similar body types. A bit bigger boned, broader in the face, girly, and equally smart. But I would say Yui is less temperamental than Minami is. Minami will throw fits and pout, and she's very independent, and she very much tries to get her own way. She wants to do things for herself. Yui is just like more compliant and a little bit happier to just be like the smart, like I'll do what you say kind of kid. Like if I call her name for the water bottle, she's very like energetic about like saying, you know, yes, I'm here or whatever. And yeah, she's never weepy. This is the girl who likes to have her name signed Yui S. And that's what I do. She's very adamant. That's the only thing that's like her thing. Like she's very adamant about signing her name Yui S. Minami is very independent, very like does things on her own. So I remember when I started like signing names on their coloring pages or whatever, I just kind of did whatever. But Minami was very particular. She wouldn't let you sign her sheet because it would be the end of coloring time unless she got to decide where it was, and she would always pick pink. It always has to be signed in pink. So I would be like, do you want it signed here? Do you want it signed here? Do you want it signed here? And she would say, no. And then she would pick a place, and then I could sign it there. And Minami actually is not in this book, which is really sad because she has been a regular student of mine for 2 years and she's not in here. Because they didn't do it on Friday. Next one is Koki. Koki is very similar to Rio, and I used to get the two of them confused. I'm pretty sure Rio was my student first, and then Koki was my student. And Koki is like very energetic, very like huggy, very like he'll talk to me in Japanese and like try and tell me things. Kei will tell me things too, but Kei has more English knowledge. Riku and Mikuto don't actually talk to me that much. Like Koki, Kei, Rio, they well no Koki more than Rio will like call you over and talk to you. They'll talk at you and kind of just like expect you to understand. They'll even ask you questions and expect you to understand. I'm just like, I don't understand what you're saying. But Koki is so funny. Koki is like, he used to call me Monkey Sensei, and he always he'll call my name, Monica Sensei, as soon as I like come in, and he just like loves to play around and stuff, and oh god, he's such a good student. He's cute in the way he behaves. He like I can tell that he's gonna look like a Japanese salary man when he gets older. And it's gonna be a hard road to get between adolescence from like where he is now to being that 40-year-old salary man. Like the way he looks. He's just so sweet though. Like honestly, whatever girl he gets, if whatever life he leads, he just deserves happiness because he's just like the person. I feel like the person you are when you're a kid is like how you react to things kind of, and he just laughs. He's just so full of laughter and joy and like humor and mischief, and he's just a great kid. One of my favorites, definitely. Like personality just jumps at you. He grabs your attention. He grabs you. He just like won't let you forget him. So I hope I don't. And he definitely tried to draw some stuff in here. That's pretty funny. Some of the kids will draw like their moms. Some of them will draw Apaman. This is Sota. He did a scribble. He's very much like a and he did a scribble on the back in yellow. He's very much like a new kid. Just trying to get the hang of the ropes, I think. And round, cute, sweet, doesn't really stand out that much. Masato. Masato was a student last year, and I would say he's similar to Mikuto, but he talks less, and he's a bit like more stoic, but not like cool stoic, not like not paying attention to anyone stoic, more like in his head, pensive. Like Mikuto can be a bit airheaded, and he'll kind of like go around seeking fun things, like looking to interact with people and stuff. But Masato will kind of keep to himself more, and he just enjoys playing, doing his own thing. Um, he's not particularly like grabby or anything. Like Mitsuki is a bit grabby with like other girls and stuff. Like if they start to play, she might like grab them or something. She's like the kind of girl that you have to be like, hey, don't grab someone like that or whatever. Masato has done that in the past. He's had like he's the kind of kid who will kind of get lost a bit. Like you have to like lead him around to find his seat, and he's an interesting character. He has like his hair is a bit stiff and coarse and like spiky, and it's always like in these interesting hairstyles. He's like very boyish, not boyish, rugged. They're too young to be rugged. Rough, maybe rough for toddler. Yeah, they're toddlers, right? um, he seems to understand what's happening. He actually reminds me of my brother a little bit. He seems to understand what's happening, but he doesn't give out a lot. Like he like takes things in, and his look, the way he looks, isn't like sweet and angelic like Kay. It's not like refined and intelligent like Riku. It's like he's not like goofy like Mikuto. He's not like clumsy or like airheaded. He's more like, yeah, like pensive, thoughtful, it very like internal, um, not in a sensitive way, but like in a like he makes observations and then he says nothing and just moves on. That's Masato. Last one is Riku. I just talked about him a little bit. Riku is definitely one of the smartest kids in my class. He's a holdover from last year. So I would say yeah, he's one of the smartest kids along with Kay. And him and Mikoto used to be really good like buddies, but they have been hanging out a lot less. They've branched out this year to other students. Excuse me. I had like ginger ale. And it's super bubbly. There's like no sugar in it, but it's super bubbly. Riku is, like I said before, he has this like refined, intelligent look. He's very, very smart. He'll answer basically every question. He kind of almost seems a little bit bored at times. Like he gets distracted from me because he knows what's going on. Riku is interesting because with my older kids who I've known a second year or something, sometimes I would try and write their names while they hold the crayon. And Riku, I started doing that with him, and he started to insist that every time I come by to write his name, he holds it. So that's what we do now, and he can write his name. That way he's practicing every time writing his name. So I won't force my kids to do something. I'll generally try it, and maybe I'll forget the next week that I tried it, and we won't do it again. But like if they want to do something, then I'll generally do it with them. So Riku, that's something that he does, and he's just a very very smart kid. He likes to smile. He has a very good smile. He has dimples. Dimples. Riku, yeah, Riku has dimples. Yeah, he tends to wear turtlenecks. Does Kay have dimples too? Like out of the two of them, like Riku's a very like handsome kid, but I would say Kay is just like more like beautiful. And Riku is like very like I don't know how to describe these kids. But that's the end of it. There we have. Oh, look at his art on the back. It's like coherent. Look at that. Oh. Yeah. There it is. That's the coloring book. And there's more in here. I just took forever to talk about that. Here is, oh my god, it's heavy. Oh, it's heavy. It's so heavy. It says best wishes on the sticker on the back. And it says elegance and best wishes on the front. This is crazy looking. This is insane. It's so heavy. What am I going to do? I want to take a picture. I'm going to not open this. I'm just going to take a picture. I'm going to open up the other, I'm going to open the other one and look at it. There it is. This says cherry blossom. The cherry blossoms are starting to bloom. That's what it says on the front in English. Here is Sweet Pea Class 2019-322 for you. On the back is a star. And it's open. Oh, the sticker wasn't shut all the way. Let's open this one up. I think it'll be a nice card. Aww. Aww. That's so cute. We took pictures. We took pictures of the class like 2 weeks ago, I think it was. They printed it out. And they put it in here. Is it only one? Is this a magnet? I don't know what this is, but it's really adorable. It says, for you. And each of these little bouquets opens up and it has a message. Monica teacher, thank you for always having fun lessons. I always love everyone who has a nice and kind smile. Thank you. Friday, Kaori Owada. Oh, that's so sweet. Sweet pea class. Monica sensei. Monica teacher, thank you. Good luck. Sweet pea 1 and 2. Nagazumi. Teacher Nagazumi. Okay. Some of these are probably going to be in Japanese. Each one of these says for you. It was fun. Have a good one. Wayne. That's another English teacher. He always signs his stuff with, like, a picture of himself at the bottom. Like, his face. They had the other teachers sign them. It's really funny. I wasn't expecting that. Dear Monica, your lesson was very clear and the students understand you very well. I like your kind voice and smile you give to the students. Thank you and good luck, Miki Hosaka. Yes. I'm so touched, like, honestly, getting gifts from students is one of my favorite things. Like, I have some from when I taught in Taiwan, and they're part of the room decoration that I have right now. I have to pull them down so that I can take them back to the States, but... Hi, Monica. I hope you had a great time in Yamanashi. Shiho. That is the wife of my coworker at my main job. So, she started working there. Let's open the rest of these. This is in Japanese! I can't read it, but it's in Japanese. I'll probably translate it on Google. Google is the worst, though, honestly. Monica Sensei, thank you for keeping all the students at Shiobe so happy. They really love you, and thanks for all the fun memories. Alicia was my predecessor, and she left like the current job I have to work full time at Shiobe, and recently I heard that she's leaving Shiobe to work at a different kindergarten. I mean, you gotta have a change of pace every once in a while. She's been working part time / full time at Shiobe for 5 years now, so she is moving to a different class or different. Oh no! Oh no! A different school. I think I need to be more careful about pulling these. If it's gonna do that, if it's capable of doing that. Alright, this one says, Hi Monica Sensei, I'm glad to see you. You are a wonderful teacher. Don't forget to sweet pea class. See you again. Arai noriko. Gosh, they're so great. I wish I knew the names of my teachers helpers, but I don't. I'm pretty bad about that. Kido airaku. O genki de. Yumiko, probably. I like that she put the romanji on top of it. Kido airaku. I have no idea what that means, but I think in this case is maybe love. I don't know. Maybe not. Let's open this one. Hey Monica, I heard you're moving on. Good luck, and don't forget your sweet pea days, Brian. Okay, he's been like an okay guy at the meetings and stuff. Dear Miss Monica, thank you for a splendid lesson. I do not forget a smile, having a gentle teacher, Masami Mora. Some of my coworkers, one of my coworkers has said if I ever want to come back here to work, I would have a job, which, I mean, I guess I would. I think this might be something that opens, but it doesn't. Good luck, Monica. I hope you enjoyed your time in Japan, Jeff. Okay, that's my coworker. He knows that I'm leaving. He knows that I'm leaving Japan. I'm not saying. And moving on to a different business. I'm going back to the States. Why? For me, it's been 3 years since I came out to Asia, and I am not ready to move here full time, like for life. And that's kind of how it feels now for me. And I had to explain this to somebody recently, and he's been living here for 20 years, something like that. You know, he's married to a local woman. They have kids, and he's looking at inheriting his grandfather-in-law's land. So he's been here for a while, and he explained to me like his story and everything. He moved here for a year, and then he met his wife, and then he got married, and he stayed forever. And you know, honestly, at the beginning of me moving out here, I was not averse to the idea of like staying very long. I mean, kind of, I was like, I didn't like I signed up for a 2-year contract. Like that was a long time for me, and it hasn't actually. I mean, it's been a long time for real. Like a lot of stuff has happened, but it was one of those things where like 2 years is a long time, but it's also not that long. So yeah, I could do 2 years. But honestly, 2 years in your 20s go by so fast. Like I was in my mid 20s when I got here, and now I'm in my late 20s. And there are certain things that I want to do in life that I just haven't been doing, like dating, kind of, and I just. It's not that I want to get married and have kids. It's more like I want to explore that side of me more than I'm doing now. And when I came out here, I wanted to become a more professional, more adult person. And I do feel like I have developed since being here. Some ways not so good. Some ways I haven't been challenged as much as I think I would have if I had stayed in the States. But I've gotten so much in return for my time here. It's been insane. So here's another one. Dear Monica Sensei, being able to work together, well, I was happy. Thank you very much. See you again from Kayok Mamano. It is 2:30. I have class at 4 o'clock. Last one. Dear Monica teacher, a smile of Monica was wonderful. In addition, please be well in time to meet Nakajima. So there it is. That's my going away board that I got. So I'm going to put this away. Because I'm afraid the little things are going to fall off. I want to make sure that they don't fall off. So I have to put it away. I have a lot of paperwork that I'm bringing back. A lot of stationery stuff that I brought that I ended up not needing. And also, shit. Slide in. Oh, crap. Go on. Yes. Alright, it fits. And also stuff that I've collected from my students, like, they've been giving me going away presents this week. I've been giving them too, because anyone who I'm teaching now, I feel like I need to give them a present because I'm leaving. So, okay. I'm going to take a picture of this, and then I'm going to open the big package. This is an hour-long stream already. That is a lot of time. An hour long is a lot of time. Okay. Yep. Oh, I put it back in the thing, so now it looks weird. Okay, well, I'm just gonna put this here. And I'll put this here. And we'll just take a picture. I need to drink some water or something. I'm so dehydrated because I'm sick. I'm like all sneezing and blah blah blah. Take a picture. Let's flip this over. Yeah. What is going on with this lighting? There we go. And then this one. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And now the point is to open this package and see what it's going to look like on the inside. So, we just take this back part right here. Ha! Okay, it came off easily. Oh, oh, you know, I kind of want to leave it wrapped up like this. And open this one. You know, I got a fan from one of my students, and I feel like I should open that before I leave so that I can talk to him about it at the going away party if he comes to that. Okay, alright. Oh, it's stationary. It's stationary. Mount Fuji. Oh, look at that. Okay. So Mount Fuji, and then like some, I don't know, postcards or something? Postcards. Yeah, stationery. Japanese people love stationery. And it's all super, super cute. I don't know how to hold this. It's all super, super cute and like interesting. Here's the back. This is like, I don't know, a pack or something. This is the back. And then here is a bunch of stuff about origami. It's Japanese paper. Japanese paper, lots of different Japanese paper, and a little book, I guess, about origami. So that is really nice. I'm going to put it back into its wrapping, and then I'm going to put it back in the bag, I think. I just want to have it neatly packaged. There's no point in opening it now. I'm just going to leave it in the package and leave it in the bag, and then I'll pack that because it's something that's not going to break easily. So I'll pack those up. This flat thing, I might put it somewhere. These papers. I'll put them down there at the bottom. The only thing I need to figure out what to do with is this. Because it's mostly air. So I will put this. No, I think I'm going to put this in here, maybe. Put it in the bag. I have to put like a plastic liner in all of the boxes that I'm shipping overseas, so that they don't get like ruined if they get wet. This bag is so soft. It's like double layered. It's so soft. Anyway, that is that. That is the present that I got from my kindergarten that I worked at for 2 years here in Yamanashi, Japan. It's good. It's real good. Alright. Bye-bye.